Hello, James. I'm just finishing a month on Qenda, about to order another tub. I've been recommending it to friends, and somebody asked me this question. What happens to the good bacteria in the gut during the cleanse? Although I think I know the answer to this. They ask, can it cause damage with prolonged use? I also have a friend who is recovering from breast cancer and has a lot of post-surgery pain. Whilst the great news is she is cancer-free now, the radiotherapy has left her with lots of painful scar tissue in the breast and under the arm. Do you think Qenda will help her? Look forward to seeing you on the live. Ah, thank you, Joe. Um, yeah, so two questions there. I'll answer. So the first question was, does Qenda negatively affect the good bacteria in the gut? This is a very common question, and basically, if you're having antibiotics, antibiotics kill off the good bacteria as well as the bad bacteria, and that's getting a lot more well known now. So that's why people ask this question, I assume anyway. And basically, when you're having like antimicrobial herbs, they work on the bad guys more than the good guys. Obviously, using herbs is different to medications. Using medications, they just go in there and it's like, you got digital and analog. Digital is just on and off, and that's all you've got. And that's sort of what medications is. It goes in there, does a job. Whereas herbs, it goes in there and it does what it needs to. Like I said, it's giving your body a toolbox to actually it's giving it the tools so it can utilize whatever it needs to fix itself. Another benefit of the Quenda is the fact that it's got prebiotics in there. You probably heard that fiber is good for gut health. I know some people get to such a stage where fiber they can't actually eat fruits and vegetables. I was like that. I used to feel like someone was scraping the nails along the inside of my intestines. It was rough when I had fibre. But then when I had the Qenda Ultimate Fibre, it was fine. My point in that is the fact that you've got plants, herbs, and polyphenols. So they are prebiotics, which actually feed the good bacteria. And because of the antiparasitics, antifungals, viral herbs and antimicrobial herbs, it's getting rid of the bad guys so the good guys can flourish. So one, it's getting rid of the bad guys. Two, it's putting soluble and insoluble fibre in there, like prebiotics, to feed the good guys. And then you've got polyphenols as well, and polyphenols are like rocket fuel for the good bacteria. So polyphenols are just like colourful plants, anything that's like purple, blue, reds. And if you've ever had a little bit of Quenda left on the shaker, you can sometimes see the purples and reds in there. And so they're polyphenols, they're actually feeding the good bacteria at the same time. So it's doing a lot more benefit to balancing the microbiome. It's feeding the good guys as well as getting rid of the bad guys. So that's like perfect. You want to have like 8% good guys, 20% bad guys. So yeah, it's definitely not the same as having antibiotics, which goes in there and just wipes everything out, which is why you need to have probiotics after having antibiotics. So yeah, hopefully that answers your first question. And that's why there is 30 ingredients in the Quenda, by the way. Like, it's doing a lot of stuff. It's not just killing off the bad guys. You've got the bitter herbs in there to cleanse the liver, the kidneys, the gallbladder. You've got the soluble and insoluble fibre, so it's feeding the good guys. You've got like that insoluble fibre that carries out all the toxins. Then you've got adaptogenic herbs to boost the immune system, reduce the body's response to stress, and all these things play a massive factor in having a healthy microbiome and having good bacteria in your intestines.